Hey everybody, I'm Jim. Welcome back to the Aaron Boys. Got another video for you today, and if you watched my previous video that I just put out a few days ago, I mentioned at the end that I picked up a new hobby during the off season. If you can't tell already, it was turning duck calls. So a few months ago I was looking at wanting to get some new duck calls for the upcoming season. And I was just looking at the prices of them, and they're just like outrageous. You know, they're going anywhere up to $175 nowadays, even more for custom made. So I figured, what the heck, I might be able to do this. I'm going to give it a shot, pick it up as a hobby, and start making custom duck calls myself. I've made about 14 so far, and I'm getting better. And I think the first few that I made have turned out pretty good. I'll show some photos of those here. And it cost me roughly about $1,000 to get all the equipment needed, and I still am finding stuff that I need as I'm going through and making duck calls, researching and Googling, YouTubing, finding out there's just more stuff that I need. So it keeps adding up, but it's not as bad as when I first started off. I've got a lathe. I got a grinder, because you'll need one to sharpen your lathe tools. I got a drill press, not necessary, but I went and picked one up, I think off Marketplace for $100. But other than that, I'll kind of show you the equipment that I got and some of the calls that I've made, and then I'll get into turning a barrel for you. So here I've got the wing grinder. It's an 8-inch. You probably don't want to go any smaller than an 8-inch if you want to get into this business. Stick with an 8-inch or larger. This is a slow turning with the fine grinding wheels for sharpening tools. Here's a drill press I picked up. This is just a 10-inch drill press. It's a tabletop one. Craftsman got it for $100 off of Facebook Marketplace. The lathe. This is a wind lathe. It was I got it off Amazon for $200, and it does a great job. Does what I need it to do. It is a adjustable speed with a knob, which is really nice. Most lathes are adjustable speed, where you gotta change the belt onto different pulleys. I picked up a set of lathe tools, and here are some of the duck calls that I've made already. And they do sound pretty great. So that is pretty much the main tools that you'll need. I kind of built a little deflector here, and turning wood, and I'm also turning epoxy, and it just goes all over the place, so I'm trying to keep it consolidated, and just built a little deflector, a little box here to keep everything in there. It still goes all over the place, but not as bad. So when it comes up to cleaning, basically it's all right there, right on the floor in front of me. So here's what I'm going to be turning for you guys. I picked up some hickory, hardwood. So here's the block, and this is a 2x2 by 3-inch for the barrel. Barrels are usually about 3-inch to 3.5, and then I've got a 2x2 blank for the tone board insert, and that is about 4 to 4 1/4 inches. I like to make my inserts a little bit larger or longer. Some people go with 4 inches and then 2.5 inch with the insert, and then 1.5 inches. I'm sorry, 2.5 inches for the tone board and soundboard, and then 1.5 inches for your stopper. So I think it looks kind of a little bit too small, but I go 1 3/4 inches for my stopper. So, well, let's get into turning this. I've already marked the center here, as you can see, and I'm going to go and bore the center out with a 5/8 drill. I've got that already set up here on the drill press. So without further ado, let's get going and turning a duck call barrel. I've got the barrel blank in my vise, and now I'm going to bore out the center with a 5/8 drill. This stuff gets hot, so this is a kind of a slow process. Got to take your time with everything you do on this. So here you can see I've got the center bored out to 5/8. So now we got that. We're going to put it on a lathe and make it round. Okay, so I've got my wood blank with my 5/8 bore down the center of it. We've got a 5/8 mandrel, and we're just going to put that the blank on the mandrel, tighten it up, and then we're going to round this off. You want to make sure you're close, but not close enough where you're going to hit your blank on your support. Hey, we're going to round this off. What I'm using is a rough and gouge to get this rounded off. One way you can check and make sure it's round is put the tool on top. See how smooth that is? So it should be good to go. We'll double check it. Still got a little bit of flattened areas there, so we've got a little bit more to go. Alright, that looks good there. Alright, I've got a silver ring, silver band that I'm going to put on the stopper end. So I'm going to take the blank off. Put the ring on, put the blank back on. Now I'll begin shaping the barrel. I'm going to get a caliper and I'm going to measure my width of the band and then mark that on my blank. Now I'm just going to take a parting tool and start cutting away. Once you get close, you always want to stop and check, because you can take off, but you can't put it back on. And I've done that plenty of times. Just a little bit more. You want the band to fit kind of snug. We're getting there. There we go. Perfect. A little tight right at the end. Still. There we go. Perfect. All right, from here I can start shaping. Should be wearing my safety goggles. Forgot about that. I always wear safety goggles, even though I got glasses on. I like to start just a little bit thicker than the band, and then at the mouthpiece. And I got the mouthpiece at the thickness that I want, and at the bottom of the band that I want. And I'm just going to start shaping the barrel. Okay. Put my lanyard groove in there. Back this a little bit out so I can get into the mouthpiece. Alright, we got the barrel. Now all we need to do is just sand it down. I'm going to show you, I'm going to put some burn marks in these. Make the grooves for them. And what you do is you get some wire. And I found my wire, wrap it around here. Start seeing that smoke. There you go. Go, and one more. Make this one a little bit darker. There we go. I don't know if you can see it, but they got some burn marks here. I think I want to make the lanyard groove a little bit deeper. I do have a chip right there too. I might try to get rid of. Alright, if I can get sanded out. All right. All right, I'm going to try something new. I'm going to try to put some burn marks in it. Hopefully I don't burn this place down. Hopefully this doesn't get sanded out. It's looking kind of cool. Alright, next step is getting her sanded. So we'll get that done. Let's see. I've got sandpaper here that's 150 grit all the way to 600 grit. And I'll go through each one of those. Slow it down a little bit. Looks like it might be sanding it away. Okay, I've got some tung oil finish that I'm going to put on here. Okay, now I got some Yorkshire grit polish. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put about 10 coats of CS glue on there to polish it up. I've got the Tight Bond Instant Bond Wood Adhesive, the medium. Okay, I'm going to put about 10 coats of this on and then we'll be right back. Okay, I am back. I've got about 10 coats of CA glue on there. What I'm going to do next is I've got these microfiber sanding pads. Then I'm going to wet sand this and hit it each time with each pad. And I'm not going to bore you with a video of that, but I'll start off with the one to kind of show you the process. And this should make it all nice and shiny and buffed out, polished. Once I'm finished with, I think there's 9 pads, so I'll go through all 9. Okay, so that's basically the process for the microfiber sanding, wet sanding. So I'm going to do the rest of them and I'll be back with you guys shortly. Alright, I'm back with you guys. I'm just finishing up on my last microfiber pad here. Just gonna wipe it clean, wipe it down, wipe it dry. Alright, my last final step. I shouldn't say final, but as far as polishing and sanding goes, I'm going to just put some beeswax on it, some beeswax paste, give it a nice little polish at the end. Get her. Alright, there you go. I'm just going to glue the band on. I've got some just some Gorilla epoxy that I'm going to do that with, and then I'll let that dry. Finish up the stopper end here, just kind of shave it down, get it polished, sand it up, brighten up the band, and that should do it. All right, everybody. Hey, so there's the barrel, and I just got the band glued on, so I'm gonna let that dry, and then I'll finish it up. But that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it. The next video will be on the insert, where we make the tone board, the stopper, and put it all back together to make a sound. And that one will take the longest. The insert usually takes me about an hour and a half to do. Not so much to get it carved or turned, but to get it toned and tuned and sound like a duck. So, but there you go. And again, I hope you enjoyed. And tomorrow morning is opener here in Alaska, September 1st. Again, like I said, I will not be able to hit it in the morning due to work, but I'll definitely be hitting, getting a tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening hunt in, and then with the Labor Day weekend, I got the 3 days, Saturday, Sunday, Monday to hunt, and hopefully it's going to be a good one. So I'll get some videos of those hunts. Hopefully they're good enough to put on video. Last year, the ducks were just not here last year, and I didn't get any really good hunting videos here in Alaska. So, but there you have it. Again, thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like, and so you don't miss the upcoming hunting season. So, all right, good luck.